Hey folks, welcome back. Jay Barino here at StarCraft Remastered. We're heading into Ruins of Tarsonis. It's the third map of the Terran Brood War campaign. UED flagship Alexander, low orbit over the planet Tarsonis, former capital world of the Terran Confederacy.
Captain, the Dominion shipyards have been destroyed, and it seems that General Duke has withdrawn his forces from this quadrant. We have impressed most of the remaining Dilerian defense forces into the fleet, and stand ready to move to the next phase of our invasion.
We've just received word from our research team that they've uncovered some kind of hidden weapons relay upon the planet Tarsonis. They report that it's called a psi disruptor and that its purpose is somehow connected with the Zerg.
Admiral, during the Zerg invasion of these colonies, the Confederacy had manufactured a number of portable machines called psi emitters, which had the uncanny ability to lure Zerg to their signals. It was rumored that they had created a specialized emitter that could disrupt the Zerg's communications, but Emperor Mengsk was never able to find it. It appears that this psi disruptor is the machine he was looking for. I must humbly suggest to you, Admiral, that the disruptor be destroyed as quickly as possible. If it should fall into the hands of the Dominion, we could face some very serious problems.
A prudent call, Lieutenant. I am inclined to agree.
But Admiral, this device could ensure our victory over the Zerg. It is foolhardy to discard such an advantage.
Surely, Vice Admiral, you don't doubt the tenacity of your own fleet. Your Directorate forces will devastate the Zerg without the need for such a device.
Listen here, Lieutenant. I've had just about enough of your...
This conversation is over, Alexei. Given the true nature of our mission to enslave the Overmind, we could hardly stand to have Mengsk control a device of this magnitude. The psi disruptor must be destroyed in order to safeguard our mission. Ensign, set your course for Tarsonis.
Bamboozled! Alright, bring Duran to the psi disruptor.
Go ahead, HQ.
Lieutenant Duran, since you have shown such concern for this device's inherent danger, I charge you with finding the disruptor and securing it. We will commence with its destruction once we've cleared the area.
Okay, let's go. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that expansion very quickly. And in order to do that, I guess we could just bring Duran and a medic
Up here.
to come on down here.
Captain, our sensors are tracking Zerg signals in every direction. It appears that our intelligence was correct.
Admiral, if we focus on destroying all of the hives in this area, we may be able to neutralize these Zerg without too much trouble.
Affirmative.
Okay, so we can actually annihilate 2 of the broods very easily with a couple tanks. We just need to get to tanks, which shouldn't be too bad. So let's just keep making SCVs here. We're going to go ahead and throw down our command center here, and I think Duran should be enough. I assume, like, if a couple Zarglings come up here, he can handle it. He can also cloak, plus the medic, right? So that should be fine. Should be fine, but the sooner we can take this base, the sooner we can really get going here.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay. Should I hop in the bunker here? Oh, there's already Marines in the bunker. Interesting. Okay. So, really, I'm just going to spend all my money here on SCVs. I actually want to grab comsat stations sooner rather than later, though, because it'll be worth it, because we need to store energy on those to scan up the ridge here to hit the hive. So again, once we get a reasonable amount of tanks, we should be able to very easily remove 2 of the major threats. Okay, so brown Zerg are hitting us from the right. Again, these are the 2 broods that I want to take out very quickly, though. So the sooner we can do it, the better, obviously.
Yes, Captain.
Duran up here seems to be fine, and the Academy will allow us to get more medics as well. So this should be fine. Duran, I've always wondered, like, how does he match up against Kerrigan in terms of damage and armor and HP? I don't know. I've never bothered to even look. I'm sure I could just go on the wiki and look because the stats are recorded there. But I trust Duran to do a lot of work for us. Kerrigan did a lot of work for us as well. So, I mean, a lot of people, I think they purposefully don't use their heroes in StarCraft. I I would suggest using them. I mean, Jim Raynor's a special case on a Vulture, not that useful. Phoenix is a Zealot, a little iffy, only because he's very fragile. And, well, he's not that fragile, but he has Zealot legs, and most of your Zealots, at least in the 2 missions where you have Phoenix as a Zealot, your other Zealots do not have Zealot legs, so that's the kind of stuff you have to be on the lookout for. Let's just grab U-238 shells early on. I'd like to grab more turrets. And we shouldn't have too much of a problem here. We just make a bunker up here just in case. It'll protect us from Mutalisks that want to try to circumvent us, or a couple turrets really should be all we need. Because purple's right up here. If they decide to come down the left side, you know, then we'll be in mild trouble. Maybe just getting a fire bat in this bunker seems pretty reasonable. We can repair through this, no problem. There we go. The sooner we can get rid of brown, the less we'll have to worry about that one side getting hit at all. So I think with the next set of minerals that we get, we grab our 2 ComSat stations. Okay, so I should say the next set of minerals that we get on top of non-stop SCV building. Let's go ahead and transfer one right here. And we just want to save our gas. Just want to save our gas. All right, so let's go ahead and grab a ComSat station here. Duran up here it's a little dangerous to have him there. Let's grab one more medic. And then a couple more Marines, or maybe even a fire bat or 2 to throw into the bunkers.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, and then infantry weapons. We got to get these upgrades started as soon as possible. Getting a factory and pumping out some tanks will take way less time than actually getting these upgrades going. So I think we want to actually do that now. We clearly need minerals more than gas right now. Let's go ahead and do this. And by do this, you didn't even see what I did. I just hotkeyed my ComSat station. Okay. So Duran, we got the cloak on him just in case. Just in case things go super awry, though I don't know what could happen such that he would be completely screwed over here. Let's just send... Actually, we have SCVs over here. We don't have to send SCVs. Let's just throw down a bunker right here, just in case. Okay, where's this coming from? Okay, so this is a case where I'm going to assume he will be fine. This is why we're making a bunker here. And in fact, let's make it closer to this ledge.
How can I be of
Can even put Duran inside of it. Let's just go ahead and move these guys back, and these Marines can come up here. Okay, now we can grab our factory. We could even go double factory if we so choose. Not as much space here as I would like, because they're going to start hitting us from the left. Okay, this should be okay, though. Again, as soon as we can get just a couple tanks, not only to defend ourselves, but also to... Not only to just defend ourselves, but also to start attacking the Zerg, we should be in really, really good shape. We don't need Caduceus Reactor. Let's just keep making Marines and Fire Bats. And SCVs. Let's go ahead and grab our second ComSat station here and hotkey it. Okay, I don't think we need any more SCVs here. So it's risky, but basically the sooner that you get this base set up, obviously, the better. So we'll get some turrets here. We're going to need some turrets over here. Actually, really over on this direction should be fine. Okay, we can definitely afford to have more SCVs over here. Just in case, throwing down some turrets. We are about to be supply blocked. Maybe able to get away with not being supply blocked. I think so. I don't want to hear the additional supply depots required here. Okay, we got Duran here. There's... Ah, darn it. I thought we could get away with no additional supply depots required. Okay, hop on in here, buddy. Repair it! Save it! Ooh! We got it, okay. Throw this down right here, and I'm thinking we just go ahead and grab a second factory. Don't think I really need Wraiths I don't think we need Wraiths, especially if we can get the Goliath upgrades. Let's go ahead and grab an armory. If we can grab Charon boosters, we definitely do not need... We definitely don't need starports. Can we make science vessels, though? That could probably be useful. I don't think there are lurkers on this map. I don't remember there being lurkers on this map, at least. But as you can see, lots of Mutalisk attacks, so let's just go ahead and throw down lots of turrets. No problem. Just a couple up here. Keep making supply depots.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, and now we're just waiting for money. We could destroy Brown entirely and take that base. I plan on doing this whole thing on 2 bases. I don't see any reason... I don't see any point in trying to do this all go ahead and grab
Yes, Captain.
Firebat in here. I don't see any point in trying to, like, clear out an entire Zerg base, wait for the creep to recede. Seems like a big waste. Okay, where could we put this to make sure things don't get blocked? Let's just move it just a little bit, just in case. Again, I really don't want things to get blocked. Start making tanks. Tanks, Marine should be enough to take out these first few groups. Okay, vehicle weapons. Get a few more
Not enough minerals.
supply depots.
Reporting for duty.
And I'm pretty much spending my money as soon as it was spoken for. We had a little extra money there at the beginning, but we don't need that anymore. Not in that situation anymore where that's going to be a problem, I should say. So let's just go ahead and keep making turrets. We can even make turrets around here to make sure that we're well defended against the Mutalisks as they come in at us. Charon Boosters is available, so let's just go ahead and grab it. We already have the armory. This may be enough just to go ahead and go for this hive. I mean, we might as well send these units up there to get started. The sooner we can do it, the better. So let's just go ahead and move these guys up there.
How can I be of service?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Maybe worth even getting 1 or 2 Firebats to bring with us for Zerglings. The inevitable Zerglings that will come.
Identify target. Delighted to serve.
Okay, so we siege up. This is where, you know, just having that small group of...
Destination. Delighted to serve.
Small group of Firebats would be useful. Duran, why don't you move up and spot for us? We can hit the hive, and this is what I was talking about. This is all we needed to do to get started here. So move on up there. Unfortunately, you can't shift Q up siege mode. That would be really nice, but just not an option. Okay, and once that goes down, Brown is completely nullified. Let's grab an armory.
Your forces
An
are
armory?
under
What the
attack.
hell? Armor. I will get a starport, I'm realizing now, just so that I can maybe get 1 or 2 raids for Guardians, but also so I can grab a science facility for better upgrades.
Destination.
Okay, siege this up. Again, Brown will go completely neutral. Their units won't even attack us. They'll just sit there neutral like clowns. So, every little bit helps. I think that the 2 AIs that are in the upper part of the map aren't even online. They don't even come online until much later, so no problems there. Okay, you come on over here and get back to mining.
Base is under attack.
Let's see. Yeah, so purple gets kind of annoying with these large ground attacks. Ground and air attacks, I should say. I was going to say Mutalisk attacks, but apparently I can't speak today. Having some problems. Okay, we're moving into the Brood War campaign missions now, though, where things are getting a little more intense. There we go.
Just as I thought. This brood can't operate without its primary hive cluster. What do you need?
But yeah, so we're moving into the section of Brood War now where the missions are longer and they actually take a little bit more concentration. So we might not be able to be as goofy as we were in some of the earlier missions. But we will continue to be goofy. We have Charon boosters. Let's just make sure we continue getting our basic upgrades here. Vehicle plate. Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. Vehicle plating for sure.
Up here.
So yeah, we're gonna bring Duran with us again. Every little bit helps. You know, we could make a science facility up here on this upraised ground because no enemy should be able to get up here at this point. So let's do that. Okay, I love the Charon boosters with the blue missiles, the blue exhaust from the missiles, I should say. All right, so now we have 3 tanks. I'm just gonna continue making them. Just rally over here. Goliaths.
Additional supply depots
We're just gonna do like a heavy mech composition this map, because why not? So we siege up here.
Absolutely.
Obviously, they're gonna try to drop on us and stop this from happening.
Proceeding.
What we're gonna need to do is scan here enough that we can just keep hitting the hive. For some reason, all my tanks cannot hit it. Just keep scanning. We should have enough energy to do this. Okay, and this is really all you need to do. And then if the Fog of War comes back, you have to make sure to continue re-clicking. So it's better to just scan before it runs out. So we change our comset stations. Scan again. Tanks almost have it. Our medic's healing our brave Firebat there. Let's scan one more time just to make sure we don't have to refresh it. There we go. Purple's gone. Easy peasy. We don't have to clear them out. Now we go for the last 2. And from what I can tell, the AIs aren't even online. There may be a trigger in place that says something like, if the other 2 AIs are done for, you should go ahead. You should have these 2 come online. So Orange is very heavy anti-ground based, and well, it's not so much anti-ground. It's more that they have a lot of Ultralisks, and Orange has a lot of Spire units, Mutalisks, Guardians, and maybe Devourers. I'm honestly not sure.
Yes, sir.
So let's just get out of being supply blocked here, and then we're ready to go. We've got plenty of money. So Titan Reactor, let's grab. Maybe we can get a couple Science Vessels, or we can just go with what we've got. Well, okay, so we just need depots at this point, which is silly, but that's all we need. We can actually kind of block ourselves in over here because we don't need to go this route again at all. So there's less of a gimmick for these 2. You can't just snipe them with tanks. I mean, maybe you could just you could use drop ships and drop tanks up here. That could be neat, but I'm probably just gonna bomb in there and see what we can do. Just set up tanks behind these mineral lines. The Ultralisks will get stuck, and then we'll just bomb away at them.
What do you need?
All right, Duran. You know, I was thinking about this in the briefing with Duran and Stukov and Dugal. There's some serious head bobbing going on, like constant head bobbing. I know this is a silly thing to think about, but you wonder, do you think these people in these portraits? You gotta think of the logistics behind what's going on here. Like, they're always wearing the same thing. Do they only have 1 pair of clothes? Do they wash their clothes?
Yes, sir.
Maybe I don't know, they have something overnight that cleans the clothes, because otherwise they're just, like, Duran's always wearing this beret. That's got to get really dirty. He's in the battlefield. That's got to get really gross. I don't know. I just imagine in the StarCraft universe, maybe they don't have the diligence to do that. Things are very intense. They're not showering every day. You gotta shower every day. All right. At least you have to wash. You have to wash yourself every day in some fashion. Today is Sunday.
Yes, sir.
I did not take a shower, so I'm being a bit hypocritical here. But what I did do is I washed my hair in the sink, which sounds silly. But I did wash my hair today, because my hair gets very greasy if I don't wash it. So I feel like it's a necessary thing that needs to be done. Let's just start moving up here.
You got it.
It's necessary, I think, to bathe yourself. It's a good adult habit to have. I think that if you don't clean yourself once a day, again, it's just building good habits, being hygienic. It's funny, I was talking about portraits. I was talking about portraits here in StarCraft, but I don't know. I see huge benefits in again, building those good habits. It gets you into a routine. You build discipline, so you're able to see some benefits from having good habits. Okay, there's a lot of pre-placed Ultralisks. Oh my God, StarCraft AI, you apparently are the smartest thing ever. I've never seen them do that before. Okay. Now we're going back in there. There's so many Ultralisks in this base. But anyway, you want those good habits, because again, it builds discipline. It's not about necessarily just staying clean. I don't know why this is not attacking us, by the way. It's not necessarily just about being clean. It's about having discipline that can carry over into other parts of your life. Oh my God, stop it. Apparently this Defiler is like the smartest thing on the planet. And we're losing everything. All right, back up. Now turn and fight. You guys siege up. Good Lord. Okay, well, let's rally on up here. Firebats probably won't be enough to help us in situations like this. Goliaths and tanks. Brush your teeth. Flossing. Flossing is not something I did. I have to give my wife complete credit for this. My wife got me in the habit of flossing. Once we moved in together, I have to say, I didn't realize what I was missing until I started actually flossing. I'm happy Duran didn't get smoked here, because he could have. Because think about it, you have food in between your teeth, and it's rotting. Your food is rotting between your teeth. If the idea of that doesn't get you into the habit of flossing, I don't know what would. Okay, we have a bunch of units here. I don't know what would, but I don't know. When I was younger, I just like trying to rush through it. I'm like, no, I don't want to floss my teeth. I'm trying to think of like what particular reason I had to not do it when I was younger. I brushed twice a day. You're in there, you might as well floss. And the thing is, I think if you've never flossed, or if you're not in the habit of flossing, your gums will bleed the first week or so. So it's a little. It doesn't hurt, but it'll be a little uncomfortable unless you have like gingivitis. But the whole point of flossing is you're avoiding gingivitis. I guess we can't get in up here. I thought that this was the entrance, but whatever. We cleared this base out. We cleared them out. Give me some fire bats.
Explorer reporting.
Keep moving in. More Ultralisks getting built. Kill the Defiler. Yes. Okay. I should have scanned for that earlier. I knew it was there.
Orders, sir.
Okay. Let's just check for more. No, that's just a Zergling.
Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
But in the past, I wasn't even that diligent of brushing my teeth enough. That's a problem. Like you're gonna pay for that later in your life. If you have to have dental surgery or something, it's incredibly expensive. And actually, like a dental infection can directly lead to the end of your life. You know, it seems you don't really think about it, but dental problems, like that's something that killed our prehistoric ancestors. Dental infections. All right, you don't want that to happen to you. Like you look back, you're like that's. I don't know, something that we have complete control over at this point. Granted, I mean, just a basic preventative teeth cleaning, depending on where you live, could have, you know, huge costs. I don't know. I feel like a general teeth cleaning, though, that preventative care is completely worth... okay, so that's completely different from just brushing and flossing your teeth. That's something that has relatively minimal costs here. That's why I'm saying I think everyone should take the time to brush and definitely floss. If you don't floss your teeth, this is a call to action for you. You should do it, or you should try it. Do it. And not just once, because again, the first time your gums will probably bleed if you're not in the habit. But I'm telling you, get in the habit of flossing your teeth. You won't regret it. And I floss. I want to say every night. Some nights I skip it if I'm just like I'm already asleep in bed. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta get up and brush my teeth. My wife, very diligent about this. She's like, let's go brush our teeth. I'm like, I'm ready to sleep. But she's like, no, we should brush your teeth. And I have to be very grateful for that, because when you're in that mindset of like, I'm ready to go to bed, I'm ready to sleep, I don't wanna do this. But again, I'm telling you, if you don't floss, get in the habit. I do it most of the time. Again, most nights I'm flossing. So I'm telling you, you won't look back. You won't look back. Your teeth will feel great. And when you go to the dentist and they say, are you flossing? You can be honest about it. Granted, I think it's a little absurd that the American Dental Association and probably other dental associations of the world claim that you should be flossing twice a day. I think that's ridiculous. They say you should brush 3 times a day and floss twice. Okay, I'm not a dentist, so it's not actually ridiculous. I just think the idea of it is ridiculous. I'm not going to be at work in the middle of the day and brush and floss. Though there are people in my workplace that do that. And props to them. Super props to them for being diligent in doing that. But I'm not going to bring my toothbrush and toothpaste and floss to work to do such a thing. But let me tell you, if you floss, then you rinse your mouth. Like if you brush your teeth, you floss, you rinse your mouth out. It's incredibly refreshing. You know, this brings another toothbrushing topic up though. Is apparently you're rinsing the fluoride out of your mouth if you rinse your mouth after flossing. How can you not though? I just don't. I don't know. Just like the chalkiness of the paste, if you don't rinse your mouth, that would drive me nuts.
Right away.
So I do always rinse, but apparently that's bad for you. But especially after you floss, you get those food particles out from your mouth. Like you gotta rinse that out, you know? You gotta do it. All right, let's just get up here. This is very easy to clear out. But anyway, I'm trying to be wholesome here and let you know, especially if you're younger, an ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. That old adage, it's true. Just do some preventative care for your teeth. If you have that health insurance or the dental insurance, you should get your 6-month cleanings. You should do it if you can afford it. If you have the privilege to do such a thing, definitely go for those cleanings. Don't waste it. Get that plaque removed. I'm telling you, it'll pay off. Again, I've never been in a situation where I've had to have dental surgery. I've never had a cavity. That's also because I eat a lot of cheese, which is a whole nother different health problem, right? But I gotta say, a lot of calcium. But I gotta say, you know, brushing your teeth, that preventative care, and the same you could say about like exercise and eating well, though, which I'm not a prime example of. But something as simple as taking 1 minute to brush your teeth at the end of the day, totally worth it. Financially worth it. All right, so now we can bring Duran up. move up to the emitter. I don't think there's any other units on this map now that all the hives are gone, so let's just go. So it's actually it's a real objective to destroy the Zerg hives. You can't just walk them up to the beacon. Because the funny thing is there are no Zerg between you and the beacon. They're all off to the side. So in theory, you could just defense matrix and cloak Duran and just run them to the beacon, and you probably wouldn't even get hit by anything.
Captain, we've located the psi disruptor. Shall we plant the explosives on it?
Lieutenant Duran, we're here to relieve you. We've come with orders from Admiral Stukov himself to facilitate the disruptor's disassembly.
Very well. Take it away. Captain, I'll be returning to the command ship presently.
I'm not sure if this was all part of Duran's plan, where he knows that Stukov's not going to dismantle it, so he knows he can use that to turn the Admiral and the Vice Admiral against each other later. Spoilers, the game came out in 1999. Spoilers are off the table. I'm very sorry about that. I'm not actually sorry. I think it'd be silly for someone to complain about spoilers this late. And some people do! I think that's crazy. Anyway, brush your teeth, kids. I'll see you next time. Bye now.